That is so much fun, I am telling you. Today's episode is brought to you by Pyramyd Air. I'm Zachary Fowler, and today we're going to play around with some air rifles. Pyramyd Air is one of the world's largest sellers of air rifles and everything air rifle. Tons of brands, pretty much everything you could. I haven't seen one that they didn't carry, honestly. And they were the ones that supported me when I did the 30-day survival challenge, the first season of that. They sent me the 50 caliber air rifle, which I used out there to survive. And we're back at it again with Pyramyd Air, hanging out today. They sent me some really neat stuff to play around with. This was supposed to be kind of like a prepper's doomsday air rifle. Like what air rifle you want to get if you're gonna last, you know, it's gonna last forever and you're gonna keep it forever, low maintenance, and hold on to it for a long time and be the most useful. So they sent me 3 different air rifles that can fall into that category, but 3 different types per my request. We got a PCP air rifle here, the Ataman, I'm horrible with names. But words right there on the screen. And then we got the Aspen, and this is a pump because I said I'd like a pump. You know, that's how I started out with air rifles when I was a kid, is the old pump air rifle here. I took all kinds of squirrels. I was the pest control of the neighborhood. There was squirrels that were trying to dig their way into people's houses and had dug their way into people's houses, and so I would dispatch them for them with my little pump action air rifle. So I wanted one of those, and they sent me this one, and then a brake barrel. And I had never had one of those growing up. My dad got one, and so it's basically, we have the 3 different main types of air rifles that exist on the market, minus a CO2 cylinder air rifle, because that's not really what this is about. This is about having an air rifle and having it around. Maybe you keep it at your deer camp, having an air rifle that you pick up for the purposes of just having it available should everything else go away. The ability to buy bullets for a 22, something like that. Which one could you stock up on?
Or at least that was my initial idea for the video. In the end, it became more of just a general review and exploration of these 3 different types of air rifles, and a bit of a love fest for one of these. But enough talking, let's mess around with them. I'll show you their features, we'll have some fun, and in the end, I'll try to answer a little bit better the question of what might be one of the best ones to keep in the back of your closet and to pull out and have some fun with on the weekends, in the evenings, shooting with buddies, keeping at your deer camp, whatever you choose to do with it.
Needs a little bit of adjustment. Not too bad right out the gate. Wow, this thing went together so fast. It was very easy to assemble, coming from Pyramyd Air. Just love the little folding stock. It's just so cool to just, for like a backpack. A little bit of adjustments. Let's see. Get her all sighted in. Let's see what this thing is actually capable of. Wow, that thing is sweet. That has got such a light trigger though. It feels different than my last air rifle. It's like you get it right on target and all you gotta do is just the lightest touch on that trigger. Is it Ataman or Ataman. Ataman?
Ataman?
Ataman. Forgive me if I'm hacking your name. And 25 caliber, I could probably take good size woodchucks, all kinds of stuff like that. Of course, I always think of things as a hunting, in the hunting thing. I mean, you could easily have tons of fun just shooting targets. Nothing wrong with that. Aspen. Let's see what it takes to pump this baby up. So it's in the green zone now, so it's already got one shot. And she's on safe. And you have to unlock and bring it up. It's very easy to pump. Let's see, 10 pumps. It's at 2 right now. What does it take to get 3? A lot. Alright. To get up, whatever that is, from 2 to 3 takes 32 pumps. Now let's see how many shots. Hopefully it doesn't take long to sight in. You can hook up a tank. There's a little valve piece for it, so you can have an external tank. So I imagine you could hook up a small tank and then work on your sighting it in, practicing your shots, and then when you're out in the wild, that's what makes this kind of a great prepper's gun, because it comes with everything included in it, and it's weight-wise, it weighs less than that guy, because this has a big built-in PCP tank. It comes all fixed up with a scope. And now that it's pumped up, you lock that so it doesn't come out on you. We're at 40 yards. I got the safety on, not going anywhere. Oh, that's great. Just a little plinker. Although, with this scope, I can't see anything that far away. So there is definitely a huge, it feels like, quality difference. The difference is in the price too. Everything on this just feels so sweet and like so well made. And this feels solid, but it also feels like it costs half the price. There it is, on the paper now. Well, she's consistently off. I'm gonna blame it on the scope. I don't know if it's me or if I did something wrong with how I mounted it, or I could say this scope is just like that toy that comes in the cereal box. You know, it's cute and it's fun for about 5 seconds, but you're definitely gonna want a real scope. One thing I did notice about this though is that I got a whole cartridge of shots off just in from 1 to 3. So that's pretty good for pumping up. All right, third one. I have not tried one of these brake barrels in forever. This is, feels weird just grabbing onto a barrel and just pulling her over like that. And this one's a 22. It's got like a split head. Holy cow! This thing has some serious kick to it. For the brake barrel and the spring that's in this to propel the air in the, wow, that's insane. Oh, I like how the safety goes back on every time. That's kind of nifty. Wow, that has so much kick to it. Shoot, nice, real quick, real easy to get used to. And it's not that big of a workout since it's 1 pump per shot. Let's try it at longer distance with the iron sights. 40 yards, open sight. That's a long ways off, I don't know. not bad for an iron sight. I don't know anybody that'd be shooting a squirrel at this distance anyways. I don't know why everything's always about shooting squirrels with me. For those of you that are watching because you just like to shoot targets, just ignore that part of the video. You can shoot your targets, and I can shoot my dinner. I feel like Vasily Zaitsev, like this is a challenge. This isn't just, you know, open iron sights, 40 yards. 75, 76, 1001, 1002. I don't know, I lost count after like 58 or something because we were talking, but that takes a lot of pumps. There's still a little bit of space left in here. Holy cow. Seriously, I think that was like 80 pumps. Let's try and set this in so we can shoot some fun targets. So do some trick shot type targets, cut a card and stuff. Put the bigger scope on there, a nice scope. So with that single shot tray, you just slip one round right in there, drive her home, and ready to go. Nice. There it is. Haha. But it's only luck if you do it once. That's consistent. I can live with that. With the smaller tank, I think the difference between your shots and your shot placement is very noticeable every 2 shots to 3 shots. Where something like this, the PCP, with a bigger tank and more shots off, the your first shots, it's hard to explain without a huge lesson in it, but the arc changes because at first they're faster and so it's a flatter trajectory, so they're hitting like higher, and then later as it evens out, you hit that sweet spot for your air rifle and the shots are hitting consistent for a middle range of your air rifle, and then when you come to the lower end of that, your shots start dropping. So if you know your tank and you know exactly where you're at with your tank, as soon as you hit, you know, 1.5 on this one, you gotta hold up a mil. Let's try the open sights once again. Now that I got a better stick to brace on. Granted, the lens does add a little bit of, makes it look a little bit further, but that's what I'm squinting at when I'm looking downrange at that. My eye is a little bit more capable than that lens to have this a little less blurry on the back, and this is a little bit more blurry on the front, and the target is a little more in focus too. This is probably a 30-yard air rifle, or Springer brake barrel rifle here, and this, I think I would feel more comfortable. I don't know, with that better scope on it, it's doing good. But this guy, you get what you pay for. I mean, if you're gonna be doomsdayed out, oops, it's a lift and turn. Doomsdayed out and be able to whack targets, this guy is definitely the winner of the bunch, which shouldn't be any surprise. I'll load her up one more time. Let's try to take a crack shot at something that's something unique. Go right for the ace of spades. Let's see if we can split that. If it almost disappears right now, imagine all the way back. This is gonna be cool if I get this. First try. Let's see what we can do. Can I see that? Oh, I can see more of the card than I meant to. The angle must be off by a degree, but I think that's clean enough. That was all over the place. That was super wiggly. Alright, Try to. Got it! Ha-ha! I don't think that's for me. The moment I got it.
Strangely, in the center.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how that seemed physically possible.
That is insane. Okay, I know how it is. So it must have pushed the card a little bit, just a little, like boom. So I didn't hit it directly on the end. I just skimmed the edge here on this side and came out through that side. That's kind of a wild shot. Cool. Alright, nothing on. Oh, look at that. There's a crease. Look at that. I just creased it. A little skid mark right across it from the pellet. That's insane. Okay, so it's a little high. Man, this thing is accurate. Shredded it, it looks like. Let's go see how I did. Not quite. It was like that, and so I managed to shred the back half of it. I want to get a clean cut, clean card cut. The accuracy of that air rifle is just mind-blowing. That scope and that rifle combination, that is so, this is just too much fun. I straightened out the card, so it'll also be more likely to split it. Got it. 3 shots. Squeeze the trigger, just like when I shoot the slingshot. As I let that ammo fly down range, I feel it in my bones. Like, you just feel that that was on. That was perfect. It doesn't get much better than this one. Oh my goodness. Is that clean or what? Look at that. That is a clean card cut. Where's the other half? There it is right there. Wow. That's pretty much 3 in a row. Except for I didn't get all the way through each of these. That was the back half of it cut through the center while it was still side on, like that much. And then this one, it took that whole little swath right out of it. That's so wild. The exact diameter of the 25 caliber. I wonder if there's a little strip somewhere. But outside of one miss, that was 3 in a row. That's like, that's some serious accuracy out of that thing. And what do you got?
I've got my magic wand box that my dad made me from a Sedona tree.
And what are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna explode it first.
Oh really? Let's vote. Who goes first?
I choose this one. This one.
That one? Alright, why don't you both go over and put them on the stump? Don't worry about the camera. If you hit my camera with your wand,
It'll explode.
That's okay. I'll take the risk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It didn't even work.
It didn't get bigger, but it definitely blew up. Now for the clown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, he was completely eviscerated. He's still alive, Sparrow, look. Should we try and shoot him in the head now, Sparrow?
1, 2, 3.
Well, that about does it for me in this little air rifle adventure. I clearly have a favorite. And I even noticed one more cool thing. It's got a cheek rest that you can raise up and down. I hadn't even tried that out yet. So definitely my favorite, that one, the Ataman, however you say it. The price shows the value of the gun in this instance for sure. The other one's very awesome as well. I like the brake barrel. I feel like that one is an epic epic one to have a ton of ammo for and be able to keep at a deer camp, you know, wrapped up with a dehumidifier and just be able to know that it's there every year and it's going to shoot for you consistently. If you want to just plink some cans or pop some squirrels and make yourself some dinner because you didn't get a deer that year, if that's your thing. If not, targets are always fun to shoot at. I keep going back to that. I love air rifles. They're just so much fun. And I think the pump one is great, but I think my favorite is still that old Crosman. You know, they don't make the model that I used to have. The new model is this one here, and it's very affordable, and 10 pumps, you put a pellet in it, the .177s, and you get a good clean shot out of it. It doesn't cost a lot. It's a great gun for shooting with kids, you know, first time kind of thing. If maybe a little bit older kids, you know, 8, 10 and up, because of the pumping, it takes a little bit of coordination. And yeehaw, thank you very much, Pyramyd Air, for sending me these guns to play around with. Leave it in the comments below, what guns should I try next, and what should we do with them? I think we pretty much covered a lot of the most unique things that we could do by cutting some cards, stuff like that. What kind of air rifle adventure should I have with the next video that we do with Pyramyd Air? And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Pyramyd Air. Fowler out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oops, I had the safety on.